Hello, good evening. I'm Kenti. Today is chapter maybe six. Say the second part of past chapter six. Okay, it's just continue on from yesterday. How do you find it to be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best night and day? To make you everybody else means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight, and never stop fighting. E. Coming. Finding your leadership purpose is not easy. If it were, we'd all know exactly why we are here and be living that purpose every minute of every day. As E. Coming suggests, we are constantly bombarded by powerful messages from parents, bosses, management gurus, advertisers, celebrities about what we should be smarter, stronger, richer, and about how to lead, empower others, lead from behind, be authentic, distribute power. To figure out who you are in such a world, let alone be nobody but yourself, is indeed hard work. However, our experience shows that when you have a clear sense of who you are, everything else follows naturally. Some people will come to their purpose to impact journey with a natural bent toward introspection and reflection. Others will find the experience uncomfortable and anxiety provoking. A few will just roll their eyes. We've worked with leaders of all stripes and can attest that even the most skeptical discover personal and professional value in the experience. At that multinational corporation, we worked with a senior lawyer who characterized himself as the least likely person to ever find this stuff useful. Yet he became such a supporter that he required all his people to do the program. I have never read a self-help book. I don't plan to, he told his staff. But if you want to become an exceptional leader, you have to know your leadership purpose. The key to engaging both the dreamers and the skeptic is to build a process that has room to express individually but also offers step-by-step practical guidance. The first task is to mine your wife story for common threads, and measure themes. The point is to identify your core, lifelong strengths, value, and passions, those pursuits that energize you and bring you joy. We use a variety of prompts, but have found three to be most effective. What did you especially love doing when you were a child, before the world told you what you should or shouldn't like or do? Describe a moment and how it made you feel. Tell us about two of your most challenging life experiences. How have they shaped you? What do you enjoy doing in your life now that helps you sing your song? We strongly recommend grappling with these questions in a small group of a few peers, because we've found that it's almost impossible for people to identify their leadership purpose by themselves. You can't get a clear picture of yourself without trusting colleagues or friends to act as mirrors. After this reflective work, take a shot at crafting a clear, concise, and declarative statement of purpose. My leadership purpose is blah 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 blah. The words in your purpose statement must be yours. They must capture your essence, and they must call you to action. To give you an idea of how their process works, consider the experiences of a few executives. When we asked one manager about her child life passions, she told us about growing up in rural Scotland and delighting in discovery missions. One day, she and a friend set out, determined to find frogs and spend the whole day going from pond to pond, turning over every stone. Just before dark, she discovered a sing frog and was triumphant. The purpose statement she later crafted, "Always find the frogs," is perfect for her current role as the senior vice president and R&D for her company. Other executives used the crucible life experience to craft her purpose. The first was personal. Years before, as a divorced young mother of two, she found herself homeless and beginning on the street, but she used her wits to get back on her feet. The second was professional. During the economic crisis of 2008, she had to oversee her company's retrenchment from Asia and was tasked with closing the flagship operation in the region. Despite the nuclear hopeless job environment, she was able to help every one of her employees find another job before letting them go. After discussing these stories with her group, she shifted her purpose statement from "continually and consistently develop and facilitate the growth and development of myself and others, leading to great performance," to "with tenacity create brilliance." Dolph came to his Master statement after exploring not only his film preferences but also his extraordinary crucible experience in the Congo. When militants were threatening the brewery he managed and he had to order it barricaded to protect his employees and prevent looting. The Egyptian factory director focused on family as his purpose because his stories revealed that familiar love and support had been the key to facing every challenge in his life. While the retail operations chef used compared to improve, after realizing that his greatest achievements had always come when he pushed himself and others out of their comfort zones. As you review your stories, you will see a unifying thread just as these executives did. Put it and you'll uncover your purpose. The exhibit purpose statements offers a sampling of purpose statements from birth to Alright, alright. So I'm almost done today. Oh, but I can read 2-3 pages more. Let's start. How do you put your purpose into action? This is the true joy in life. The being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. Clarifying your purpose as a leader is critical, but writing the statement is not enough. You must also envision the impact you'll have on your world. As a result of living your purpose, your actions, not your words, are what really matter. Of course, it's virtually impossible for any of us to fully live into our purpose 100% of the time, but with work and careful planning, we can do it more often, more consciously, wholeheartedly. wholeheartedly and effectively. Purpose to impact plans differ from traditional development plans in several important ways. They start with a statement of leadership purpose rather than of a business or career goal. They take a holistic view of professional and personal life rather than ignore the fact that you have a family or outside interests and commitments. They incorporate meaningful purpose-infused language to create a document that speaks to you, not just to any person in your job or role. They force you to envision long-term opportunities for living your purpose 3 to 5 years out, and then help you to work backward from there. 2 years out, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 30 days to set specific goals for achieving them. When executives approach development in this purpose-driven way, their aspirations, for instance, Cassie's decision to get involved in the school board, or the Egyptian factory director's ambition to run manufacturing and logistics across the Middle East, are stoked. Leaders also become more energized in their current roles. Dolph's impact plan inspired him to tackle his role at Heineken USA with four mottos for his team: be brave, decide and do, heart as a pack, and take it personally. When Unilever executive Justin Solheim created a development plan around his purpose, to be part of a global movement that makes changing the world seem fun and achievable. He realized he wanted to stay on as CEO of the Ben & Jerry's business rather than moving up the corporate ladders. Let's now look at the hypothetical purpose to impact plan, representing a composite of several people with whom we worked. For an in-depth view of the process, Richard arrived at his purpose only after being prodded into talking about his lifelong passion for sailing. Suddenly, he'd found a set of experiences and language that could redefine how he saw his job in procurement. Richard's development plan reads with the purpose statement he crafted: to harness all the elements to win the race. This is followed by an explanation of why that's his purpose. Research shows that understanding what motivates us dramatically increases our ability to achieve big goals. Next, Richard addresses his 3 to 5 year goal. Using the language of his purpose statement, we find that this is a good time frame to target fast. Several years is long enough that even the most disillusioned managers could imagine they'd actually be living into their purpose by then. But it's not so distant that it creates complacency. A goal might be to land a top job, in Richard's case, a global procurement role, but the focus should be on how you will do it, what kind of leader you will be. Then he considered 2-year goals. This is a time frame in which the grand future and the current reality begin to merge. What new responsibility will you take on? What do you have to do to set yourself up for the longer term? Remember to address your personal life too, because you should be more free living into your purpose everywhere. Richard's goal explicitly reference his family or team. Thank you.